Hello everyone, I'm Giuseppe Maggiore, and in this video tutorial we'll see how to extend on our previous tutorial and how to deal with multiple entities in a Casanova script. Now, compared to the previous tutorial, we have made some small modifications. First one is that we've turned the cube into a prefab. That's why you don't see it in the scene. And in the script associated with the prefab, we have a destroyed property that when set to true invokes GameObject.destroy. So this essentially removes a cube from the scene when the destroyed property is set to true. And when we invoke create, we instantiate the prefab. This means that whenever we call create, we will actually create a new cube on the scene. Our script, we begin with the same script that we had before. So our script instantiates a cube, waits until we press space, then increases the color from white, changes the color from white to blue, then waits for space to be pressed again, and then changes the color back from blue to white. So let's take a look at how this one works. Press space, goes to blue, press space, goes back to white. Alright, now let's let's actually rename this into an entity, which we call a simple cube. Now, to avoid confusion, this will be the Unity cube inside our cube. Here, Unity cube. We call it Unity cube now because it's the Unity representation of the cube. We don't need space anymore, so this goes away, and there we are. Now we'll change the cube so that it becomes blue, and then the cube gets destroyed. So Unity cube dot destroyed when the factor is bigger or equal than 1. Okay, and here we yield true. So this cube, when it's instantiated, creates a cube in the Unity scene. The color goes from white to blue. Then when the color fully reaches blue, the cube is destroyed. Let's now rebuild the world entity. The world now will contain a list of cubes, which are all the cubes that we have instantiated so far. We define a list by simply putting the data type that's going to be listed inside square brackets. When we create the game world, the cubes start off as the empty list. There we are. Okay, now what do we want? Well, first of all, we want a new cube to be instantiated whenever we press the space button. So when input.getKeyDown keycode.space, we yield as the new value of the cubes list cube.create, which is going to instance a cube, followed by naturally all the cubes. Also, we want the cubes to be removed from the list when their destroyed property goes to true, sorry. So for C in cubes, do where C.destroyed is equal to false, select C. This will effectively forget from the list all the cubes which have been destroyed. Let's go back to Unity. Let's wait for the compilation. Oh, there's an error. Let's see. Fill constructor or member destroyed is not defined at line 15. Oh, well. Oh, yes, of course, because destroyed is not part of the cube, but of the Unity cube class. So c.unitycube.destroyed. Let's try again. The usual moment of patience. And we're done. So let's run this sample. We start off with nothing, we press space, a cube appears, goes to blue, then it's destroyed. Let's press many times. Whenever we press, a new cube is added. Whenever a cube goes to blue, then destroyed is set to true, and then the cube is of course removed from the list. And there we go. This was a simple example of list processing in Casanova. Thanks a lot for listening in. Until the next tutorial, goodbye.